Hello everyone, and welcome to this new TWM video. Today, we will be looking at the Walk Forward Optimizer. The very first thing we need to do is open the TWM software and log in. Once you are logged in, we must enable a data connection. To do this, navigate to the Connections menu. In our case, the Bybit connection is already available. Once you hear a confirmation sound, it means we are successfully connected. Next, we need to change an important setting. We must enable the Calculate Simulation option. To do this, go to the Tools menu, select Options, go to the Calculation section, click on Optimizer, and check the box to enable Calculate Simulation. This setting will show us what could happen if we let the strategy continue running beyond the out-of-sample period. Now, we are ready to open the Walk Forward Optimizer. Navigate to the New menu and select Optimizer. This will open the main Optimizer window. The first operation is to create a new test. In the top left section, right-click and select Create Test. We can name this My First Test and then click OK. Once the test is created, we need to define the periods inside it. To do this, right-click again in the same section and select Period Constructor. In this window, we will define the life cycle for each optimization cycle. By default, it starts from today's date and sets up a 1-year period divided into a 70% and 30% split. This means the optimizer will find the best parameters using the first 70% of the data, and then validate those results on the final 30% of unseen data. To create a robust walk-forward analysis, you can add multiple periods. The optimizer will then process each one by one. In this example, we will add 4 periods, all using the same 70-30 logic, and then click OK. You can now see the periods have been created on the left. Next, by clicking on the test name, we can add a strategy. We do this in the section on the right by clicking the 3-dot button. Let's select a strategy. For this example, we will use the MA crossover. Then, let's choose an instrument. Click the 3-dot button under the instrument heading. For this example, we will use ETH on a 1-hour time frame. Now, we must set the optimization parameters. To do this, click the 3-dot button in the Parameters section. Here, you will find all the settings related to the strategy. In these settings, we tell the program to test a range of values, starting from a number, incrementing by a specific step, and stopping at a maximum value. The optimizer will then find the best combination among all these attempts. Let's begin by configuring the period fast, which reacts quickly to price changes. We will set a minimum value of 15, a maximum value of 50, and a step of 15. This means the optimizer will test the values 15, 30, and 45. Let's do the same for the period slow, which reacts more slowly to price changes. We'll enable it and tell it to start at 50 and go up to 200, also with a step of 15. We can also apply a stop loss. The stop loss is a limit that automatically closes a losing position to protect your capital. In this case, we want to test a range from a minimum of 1 to a maximum of 5, with a step of 0.7. Let's do the same for the profit target, which is a predefined level to automatically take profit. You can see that with all the combinations we've entered, the program will perform 1,188 backtests per period. The optimizer will try every possible combination of the inputs we provided. Once you are ready, click OK. Here, we can choose how many of the best strategies to keep for review. Let's enter 13. This means that out of all 1,188 combinations, the optimizer will show us the top 13 performing ones. Let's now run the test and wait for the analysis to finish. Here we can see the result. From this main view, it's possible to see the global result across all periods, showing the total profit from both long and short trades. If we go to an individual period by clicking on it, we can view the matrix of the 13 best results. Here, the top-ranked strategy used a fast period of 30, a slow period of 125, a stop-loss of 3.1, and a profit target of 4.5. The list shows the top 13 most profitable parameter combinations. It's also possible to view these results with an analysis chart to understand the performance. You can view the cumulative equity curve for the in-sample period, the out-of-sample period, and the total combined view. This can be done for each individual period, as well as for the entire test. You can also see a list of all the trades that were executed. This is a very useful tool for understanding which parameters are best suited for your trading strategy. Thanks for watching this tutorial.